Good morning, everybody. How are you this morning? Tyrone Roberson here. It is Monday, January the 8th, 2018. It's your year of prosperity. Today, I want to talk about gratitude. I want to talk about gratefulness, being grateful and having gratitude. I talked about attitude a while back, maybe a week ago, and this is connected with that, but it's just having a grateful attitude, gratitude. The definition of grateful here is warmly or deeply appreciative of kindness or benefits received. So you just have an appreciation of things you've received, or kindness, or being thankful about things that people do for you or things that you simply have. Gratitude, the quality or feeling, being grateful or thankful. And so today I want to give 4 benefits of gratitude, being grateful, and then 4 ways to improve your being grateful. 4 ways to improve, because once we know the benefits, and there are way more than 4, of course, but I'm trying to keep these videos down to between 5 to 10 minutes now. But then there's many more. But number one benefit. The first benefit is it improves health. Being grateful improves your health. Many studies have been done where people have stopped smoking. It lowers your blood pressure, reduces stress. Lots of addictions. Drinking. You can go into different programs, and gratitude will be a part of the curriculum. Like teaching, training people to be grateful, and they'll be less dependent on chemicals. They'll have less chemical dependency when they're just grateful. You get a high just based on things that you're thankful for, health and friends, family, things like that. The second benefit is gratefulness produces great relationships. And you and I, we all know this. Like, people who are grateful, you want to build relationships with people who are grateful. Like, it enhances your relationship when you do something for somebody and they're grateful, like they're happy, like that enhances that relationship. That relationship is stronger. It's a lot more strong. It's a lot it just increases the level of that relationship. Number 3, gratitude gives access. Gratitude gives access. Like I said before, like if you do something kind to someone and they just burst open with gratitude, you'll be more likely to do something for them in the future. Like, it gives access, it opens doors. Grateful people have doors open. I've owned businesses and ran them. I always want grateful people with me. If I give a bonus or I increase their pay, like, people who are grateful, they as an employer, they force you to do more for them. And so, because it's like, man, I love that. Like, you want to build your team with grateful people. Number 4, gratefulness, gratitude produces high performance. It produces high performers. And so, and I just know this by, owning my own business, even running a church, like, having multiple employees, like, grateful people, they perform high. They're happy, that keeps them motivated, that they're grateful. And so I looked up an article this morning and the article it's a Huffington Post article, and the article was called "Why Happy People Make More Money." Why happy people earn more money. And I found this very, very interesting and enlightening. And so it gave a few points. It says happy people take an optimistic approach. Like, when you have gratitude, you have an optimistic approach. So you earn more money because your approach is optimistic. Like, you're there to solve problems. Grateful people solve problems. They're not a part of the problem. They're always looking for solutions. And that's how great businesses, great relationships, that's how they're built. They're built on people who are problem solvers. Happy people are more productive. Many studies have been done with that. Happy people get better reviews. And one employer says happiness is simply contagious. So they get better. They get better reviews. And it says, I like this. Employers always want happy people on their staff to boost morale and promote a good working environment. No employer, environment is everything. I talked about environment. I think my very first inspirational clip was about environment. And so environment produces the product. So if your environment is happy, you're gonna have great productivity, and people are gonna be happy to come to work. But how many times have you? I can't wait till this day is over. How you doing? Oh, just another day. Another day, another dollar. I'd be glad I didn't come here to work, like Bernie Mac said. I didn't come to work today. That's a bad environment to be in. And employers don't like that because they know their business it'll end up being in peril if the environment is toxic like that. Now, 4 ways to be more grateful. 4 ways. Number 1, just know that it could be worse. It could be worse. Life could be worse. Know that someone has it worse. I had the blessing and benefit to travel the world these last 2 years, and been to Africa, been to Turkey, Istanbul, and South Korea. And one thing that was very quickly understood is that when you live in America, the chances are your bad is someone's good to millions of people. Millions of people. I've seen some painful stuff it'll bring tears to your eyes. So watching homeless kids, doing drugs and panhandling and I've seen some horrible things. I remember when I was in Istanbul, I saw these little 4 or 5-year-old homeless kids, digging out of trash cans, and it's humbling. So just know, number 1, how to be more grateful. Just know, as bad as it seems, it's way worse for millions of people. Millions of people. Number 2, nothing is ever as bad as it first appears. This is something my dad taught me, and this is mainly it's a mindset that I have. Nothing is ever as bad as it first appears. It's not to say the bad things don't happen, but you know what? That initial shock, that's not gonna last. That initial shock will not last. It won't last. You're gonna wake up the next day, and it'll still be there, but it won't be as bad as it first initially shocked you as. And so, number 2 of being better, just being more grateful. Know that nothing is ever as bad as it first appears. And number 3, focus on what you have and not what you don't have. Focus on what you have. Just make it a focus on what you have. I believe lack is an illusion. I believe lack is an illusion because we all know perception is reality. And so if you focus on what you don't have, absolutely, that's going to produce a mindset of lack, a spirit of lack. Like, you're always focused, but how do you know? Why do I think it's an illusion? Because nobody can have everything. Nobody has everything. You can be a millionaire and have, bad health. You could be a millionaire dying of cancer. Many millionaires, billionaires have died of cancer. You can be wealthy but have no peace. And you can have very little money, but you're happy. You have peace. So my question to you is, which one is lack? The rich person with no health? The rich person with no peace? Or the person who has little money, but they got peace and happiness? So I believe lacking is an illusion. It's all a perception. And so focus on what you have and not what you don't have. Number 4, my last one, is know gratitude is a choice. Gratitude is a choice. It is a choice. Gratitude has very little to do with your external circumstances. Very little to do with the outside things. It's a choice. There's been many studies done about the most happy people are the most happy during holiday season, like during Thanksgiving and Christmas, and even people that don't celebrate the actual holiday, they're happier during the holiday. That's proof that happiness and gratitude and gratefulness is a choice, because you choose to focus on what you're grateful. You choose to focus on, man, I'm grateful I have a family. I'm grateful I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that I have health, or that I can walk, that I can do things. And so number 4, gratitude is a choice. So y'all, be grateful 2018. Let's be grateful. Let's have high gratitude. Let's be more thankful, and let's come into more access. Have an awesome Monday. God bless.